this season underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will be first on the attack. And Jesse, if there is an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
The Chanticleers want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the...
Breaks into the open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Hudson. Dumps it off in the flats. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Did a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Under fire. Finds his big tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Gets it to him on the screen. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a 1st down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Running it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Rides to the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw. Firing to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll try it over the left side. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The Chanticleers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Chanticleers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch right at the 50. Wide open, and it's a foot race. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Roberts. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Bailey. He's got it on the move. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
This offense is racking up some yardage, but they've got to be able to finish the deal by scoring touchdowns. 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead is 6 in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give out of the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The shot that clears in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Back to throw, it's Hudson. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Townsend. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Chanticleers have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Defense looks like they're coming. Handoff to the single back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Dropping back, it's Hudson. Finds his tight end. Knocked down for the tackle. The shot that clears come to the line in the hurry-up. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Finds us back in the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play. Ball right in his hands.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Never a doubt. The lead is down to a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over San Jose State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And now, there he goes. Got enough for the first. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Right back to the well. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They run the reverse. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. Caught close to the marker, it's Roberts. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
The give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, be consistent, and add to our lead before the half.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
To the air, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Good right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Chanticleers will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The shot that clears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And now this offense will take the field again. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Leaves it with the running back. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Makes the grab. Stop short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Samuel. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Got his man quickly. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. And the shot that clears want to crank the tempo. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. To the air, it's Hudson. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The shot that clears will send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. it with the back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. He fires one deep down the right side.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Now facing a third and long. The offense changing the play. Gonna look downfield again. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this. We're going to get this first down. I have a play, but sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this work.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. He throws one to the left. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you build yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Scanning the field, it's Hudson. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. You got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Chanticleers line up to punt it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout called by the offense.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And a first half that's been dominated by this special teams unit. How often do we say that? But it's a dynamite group who understands football isn't just about offense and defense. And what they've done through 2 quarters is help tilt the scales of this game. What adjustments the other sides can make is going to go a long way in determining who wins this game. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
The shot that clears will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling...
Turning it on! Oh, the quick spin move. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the...
Gashing the knee on the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Roberts. And he'll break the plane for a touchdown.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to San Jose State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to pass. It's Hudson. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the shot that clears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. He's loose down the left side. And no one is going to catch catch and cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Samuel. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Defense showing blitz here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The shot that clears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Hudson. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the shot to clears are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It open downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it. Touchdown, shot to clear.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now this offense is back on the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They use the jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Makes the grab. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Running into the open space. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How about this goal-to-go defense? Great job 1st down, meeting the physical challenge. Nowhere to go. 2nd down, ready for the pass. This defense really bowing their neck on an important part of the field.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Now improvising. Working that left side now. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking to throw, it's Hudson. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate him. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He gets it inside the 40, but he stopped at the 39, and that's not quite enough for the first down.
Now, 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Football 7. Football 7. Flag trumpet. Flag trumpet.
He wants to change this route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking left. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Sets up the screen. He's inside the 15. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. And we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Samuel. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Hudson. And down he goes back at the 3.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The shot that clears will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can...
Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Just outside the red zone, first and 10 from the 21. Handoff from the gun. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UAB is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Chanticleers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Hauls it in, looking for space. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll go back to work on offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Quickly complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.